Well, good evening. I've gone live a little bit earlier than planned, purely because I'm ready earlier than planned, and I'm just going through my little sort of Tempus Fugit warm-up at the moment, which is a nice flat course around Watopia, for those who know. Watopia. Taking a couple of beta aniline. Pre-workout basically, and some raspberry ketones, which may not be necessary for this kind of event because it's short, but still, if a little helps. I've run out of my Hader as well. Let's say of 8. Sometimes I'm getting the excuses in, doesn't it? But I am not, I assure you. So anyway, we've got 26 minutes. I'm just gonna share windows for a second. 26 minutes until go time. But I'll be dropping into the starting pen in about 20 minutes or so. So I've got some time to chat and stuff like that. Let's see if we can't cajole a few people from the socials. Going to come and join me over on IG. Sorry, on YouTube, I should say. We'll be doing a bit of streaming in section. It's going to be me on Instagram talking to people live to get them to come here to watch this live. See how that goes. Three, two, one. Well, good evening, Instagram. I'm on Zwift again, trying to cajole and encourage you to join me on Zwift, which is on YouTube live. So I'm trying to get you to come from here to there to watch me do the double race tonight. So I've got the Aussie Crit Crushers races back to back, one at 9 p.m. UK time, and then one starting at 9:25. Last time I did a crit race back to back was the Zwift tiny race, which is like a 6-kilometer race that you pretty much finish and then go straight into the next race and do the pen for the next one. I think it's the same format tonight. Hi Zil, hi Farquhar, hi IMDJ, thanks for joining. So it's going to be interesting one tonight. So ordinarily in a race, obviously you sort of stay with the pack, empty the tank at the end, done. But of course with this one, I empty the tank, got to go again immediately afterwards. Albeit the course is of only, actually how long is the race? I think it's 10k? 11k? Better check that. So it's not a long race, but 2 races combined are just over 20k. But given the nature of the fact that they're 10k, I expect a lot of people to either go hard in the first for the win and then try and place highly in the second, or of course the reverse of that tactic, pace themselves and place in the first high up, and then empty the tank in the second race effectively. I have not yet determined what my approach is going to be. I don't know whether I'm going to do the former or the latter of those 2 tactics. My head says I want to win both, but the legs might have something else to say. That said, it's a good time to check in on my legs. So I did a race last night, came so close, did well, good sprint, struggled at the end. I was laying on the floor down there suffering. Power numbers and heart rate weren't anything particularly special, I should say. But for where I'm at right now, it was good. And I did a couple of chases back on. But even a week or two ago, I'd have been dropped. I'd have been spat out the back. And I never would have seen the front of that race again. So to be able to chase back on when I was already so deep at that point it's a sign of progression, a stepping stone, moving forward in the right direction, which is nice. So I sort of expected the legs today to feel a bit stiff. And okay, I haven't done any big efforts yet. I'm just turning the legs 100 watts. Feel pretty good. I've got 20 minutes to go. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk to you for 20 minutes. I'm going to hope and implore and encourage you that you've seen the link in the bio to the YouTube channel and you're going to watch the live race over there. And in fact, if you jump over there right now, that way you get to hear me talking like this if for some reason you're interested. But you'll also get to see Zwift Michael running around a fictitious virtual desert right now called Watopia. And my little avatar on screen, pedaling his little virtual heart out. In time with me pedaling my real heart out here. Anyway, yeah, if you've got any questions, feel free to drop them here, but much better if you drop them in the chat over on the YouTube channel. I've got a keyboard connected to that computer. And I'm better at typing than I am at writing on the keyboard on the phone. So, which is the opposite to most people these days, I think, but still, I'm old. Anyway, looking forward to this one. Like I say, I'm not going to keep chatting for 20 more minutes. I might drop back in when I'm in the start pen. But yeah, wish me luck. I'm going to do a few little mini efforts now to really just sort of see what condition the legs are in. That might help determine whether I go for a fast and strong first race and then a sort of steadier second race, or the other way around, whether I ride myself into it and do better in the second, or whether my sneaking suspicion is right and that I've got pretty good legs tonight and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to go for both. So we'll see. Hey Laurie, thanks for joining. Hey Dean, thanks for joining as well. Joined just as I'm about to end this live stream. Anyway, for those of you that do follow me and see my content and stuff, you'll notice that obviously I'm back on Instagram a bit more recently, just because I've got some stuff that some people might find mildly interesting in terms of cyclists and cycling. But after having been out quite unwell for quite a while, my lungs and the heart were tanked, were absolutely destroyed. I've kind of got like a journey that I'm now on to get back to full fitness and to get back to Cat A's with races and to compete at the sharp end of things and to hopefully not just be on the podium, be on the top of the podium at the highest level as well. So it's interesting for me at least anyway, to sort of diarise and document my kind of what I'm calling the return to Cat A, which is for those who aren't cyclists, Cat A is category A, like top cat, which it was for a long time. And I've said to myself a few times, oh, you know, you were winning races for fun in Cat A. It was never for fun. I mean, I had a lot of fun doing it, but it was always a challenge. Cat A is a tough place to race, top level after all. But I know where I'm at right now. I've got no chance of even staying with the front group in Cat A, I don't think. I think I'll know more in the next few weeks as I continue the progression that I'm on. But yeah, we'll see. At the moment, I've got what it takes in terms of power and fitness to stay with the front group and then hopefully have enough in reserve to at least compete for a sprint. And I've got enough racecraft to know when others are going and when I can go with them, etc. But last night's race was an interesting one. It took all the racecraft I had and every watt less than legs I had to stay with that front group and compete for a podium, which is again where I'm at the moment. Hi Bike Life, thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm sort of competing at a different level than I was at before, but nonetheless competing, which I'm enjoying. But as I kind of alluded to a minute ago, the head is in a space. It's like, go, 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 you know, drop everyone. And the legs kind of go, no, we can do an effort for you, but can't hold that up forever. Yeah, let's see how we go. So just to recap, 2 races tonight, back-to-back, Aussie Crit Crushers 1 and 2. First one starts at 9 p.m. Immediately followed by the second at 9:25. So tonight's going to be a lot about strategy. Is it go for it, go hard in the first, and then pace myself in the second and just try and place highly, or vice versa, or hard in it all, or yeah, would I even, am I being too ambitious here to expect of myself? Would I even be able to go hard in the first? Like I say, I think the mindset of some riders will be, it's only 10k, go from the gun. So what happens with a lot of the 20 plus, 30 plus kilometer races is it's the same story. You get a very, very aggressive start. A rider or two might try and go on a bit of a break if you're on a good day and get away from the rest of the pack and go solo. But truthfully, those of us who now Zwift racing goes will follow on, take a couple of riders with us. That becomes a front pack. So sort of 15 might become 7 or 8. And then you lose 1 or 2 more as a kind of couple of other small efforts go. High depth go. And you end up with a sort of front 5 or 6, like a very whittled down group. And then 1 or 2 or maybe 3 of that smaller group will then sort of quite clearly stand out as the stronger. As was the case last night. It was a stereotypical race last night. 2 racers were clearly stronger and pulling on the front more. And me and one other were kind of maybe showing small flashes of strength, but choosing to sit in and preserve everything. It was my plan to pretty much just unleash everything I had with 500 or 600 meters to go. But again, as is always the case, one of 2 things happen. The first thing that happens is someone goes with 1.6 or 1k to go, and they go along and they get away. Or the second thing that happens is everyone starts to really ease up at that point, and you go from 4 point whatever watts or 3.8 watts or something, right now it's like 3, sometimes less. And everyone just poodles along for the last 2 kilometers and recovers and lowers the heart rate, and then at either 600, 500 or 300, never 400, 6.5 or 300 meters, that's it. The gloves are off, the wattage bazookas are fired, and everyone goes all out. Another thing that sometimes happens is that someone will go early, but they haven't got the raw power to really justify going there early, and they might get a small 2, 3, 4 second gap with 600 or 700 meters to go. But then the remaining racers in that group that went with them just overtake them 200 meters from the line. And then becomes a diesel type sprint where everyone's just grinding on those pedals, just trying to push out all the power they've got left in the legs. Kind of what happened last night. That video is up on YouTube. If you're inclined to go and watch, the link is in the bio. Right, tap on my name up there. Is it up there? I hope it's up there, otherwise I'm pointing at nothing. And there's a little tree link in my bio. If you tap that, it takes you to a load of links that I've got, like my YouTube channel, which is where I am right now. Over here, if you've just joined, don't leave here, but on another device, go and join the YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and search for that Berkshire Cyclist, and then click on the little live tab, and then you'll see me not just chatting to you here, but my little man in his coalition kit, cycling around Watopia at 100 watts. Yeah, that's about it, really. Anyway, what I'm going to do is just have to open up the legs a little bit more. I can't just poodle around 100 watts as a warm-up. Although I am warm now. Let's see how it goes. We're just up to 200 watts. I'm going to try and get the heart rate up to 150. Hold that for a few minutes. and then bump it up to 165 plus. Just touch that heart rate zone for a couple of seconds, and then sit tail off. Join the starting pen. Say hi to some people. Wish everyone luck, and then by some miracle, a respectable amount of people have joined the live stream, and then we'll have a show, something to watch. And I'll do what I did last night. I'll try and give like an on-bike commentary of sorts as I race. But it's quite difficult to do when you're really giving it some. Gio, off to bed, half the evening ride. Cheers, Chapper, much appreciated. Gio, good luck. God, I'm that age where shorthand still takes a minute for the cogs to turn. Oh, what does that mean? Dangerant, thanks for joining, much appreciated. Again, if you've just joined, tap on my bio up there, tap on the link tree link in my bio, jump on over to YouTube, because that's where it's all happening, and that's where you'll see the Zwift races behind the camera here in my shed taking place. Oh, I just realised that when I'm pedaling like this, I have a permanently concerned look on my face. I tend to be like this, like Gabriel Jesus. I can't do the eyebrows as well as him, but anyway, yeah, feeling pretty good. I actually did start saying a minute ago about being back on Instagram and, you know, sort of returning after having been a bit quiet for a few months while I've been ill. I've decided not only to come back and start trying to post consistently, but also like with effort, like not just a little picture here and there. Cheers, Laurie. Have a good evening. Loves the kids as well. My cousin up in Scotland. The Scottish genes, where the power comes from, in my legs. And I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so back on Instagram, back on social with some sincere effort, I should say. I'm not just posting pics and editing them a little bit like I used to. I'm actually putting proper posts and proper content together, little stories and posts with graphics and animations. And I spent years being a photographer and all that sort of stuff as well within my toolbox, but I just never really applied it in earnest to my sort of social media when it comes to cycling and my cycling profile. So I've decided, like, if you're going to do it properly, like go big or go home kind of thing. Not a phrase I've heard for a while, that one. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So you jump on over to my Instagram page, you'll see the last couple of posts a little bit more polished, and I dare say I've got a bit of production to them. Same with my stories. Same with my YouTube channel, like the banner and the logos and the profile pics and stuff. Just gonna, you know, do it properly now. Arguably for the first time since I've been cycling and posting about it on social media, I'm going to do it right. I get that, you know, sometimes the best content isn't always the most curated, but I want there to be a sort of consistency about the sort of content I'm posting and the look and the feel, just because I know when I look through my own Instagram, you know, history, and I scroll and look back, there's a point where I was posting some pretty cool stuff pretty regularly and it had a nice theme and feel to it. Kind of fell off really. So I'm determined to get back there. But I want to incorporate a lot more of this kind of graphical stuff to it, because I think it looks cool and I enjoy doing it as well. Anyway, I'm going to have to duck off this live stream on Instagram, but leave the YouTube one going. because I'm sweating and I need the fans on. I've left them off because if I turn all 3 fans on, you guys on Instagram won't be able to hear a word I'm saying. But the guys on YouTube have got my special microphone that sort of cancels a lot of the background noise and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Good evening, Angus. One of the guys I work with over at Info Track. So yeah, I'll say it again for the last time. Jump on over to YouTube, watch me there. Going to be a lot of content. It's going to be quite, if you're not a cyclist or not a Zwifter, might not be that interesting. But any encouragement you can offer in the comments is appreciated. Might help me find a few extra watts in the legs. Yeah, so tap my bio, go to the Linktree link, tap on the top one, which is linked to my YouTube page, hit the live tab and watch me move my little digital Michael around on screen. Oh, cheers for tuning in. See ya. Right, doing a little, again, finishing off that post. Right, so for you guys who are still with me, which maybe no one, let's see how we're doing. So it's time for me to jump in to the start pen. Let's go. Right, I'm going to have to turn these fans on because I am overheating and it's 20 degrees in here now, 19.8. Turning the fan on that's nearest to my legs. So hopefully this is the right race. It should be. So usually you get let into the start pen about 20 minutes before. It's 3 minutes and 9 when the first race starts. So yeah, it's the right race, 4 of us here. So what I am going to do while we've waited, just check out the length of the course again. Oh, sorry, a bit of football admin now. I manage my son's football team. Coach them. Great fun. It's the most rewarding thing going. But it is full on. Right. Oh, blimey, that was a minute and a half wasted. Right. Let's go. Start my playlist. I'll share a link to my racing playlist shortly. Right, 5 races. Get the guns out. It's just because I'm hot, not because I'm trying to show off these little sticks. Right. I always take the base layer off, but it'll make the stream not safe for work. And this is a great base layer. So from a Q365, I've been a customer and an advocate of Q365 gear for since 2017, I think, 18, 17, maybe even earlier than that. Anyway, ever since I've been a customer at 700 in Windsor, and the stuff gets better and better. And you might recognise the name Q365 now from the team in the Pro Tour, World Tour. Anyway, the base layer, it's great. It's breathable, very good. But covers up my modesty as well. Lowers the parental rating for the stream. No one wants to see this, especially my current state where I'm a bit chunky. But on a flat course like this, shouldn't matter. Right, short race. I expect to be half on the gun. I'm going to tap the fan now. Here we go. Yeah, I gotta go 10. That's a nice way of getting the heart starting. Oh man, from Cooks, done half a kilometre. I don't think I'm alone though. Some really interesting tactics here. Oh. Folks are not going hard at all. It's like a Cat D race right now. So I wonder who will be first to hit out. Are they going to go long and risk emptying themselves for the second race? I don't know. I never do these short races. You have to ride and consider what the others around me are doing, I think. Because I don't know what to expect from the others. I think all I can really do is mark the moves. Oh, there are power-ups. That's nice. Just going to sit at the back and watch the power. There's 8 of us in the race. 7 of us here in the front group. And 7 of us on the right-hand side there. Meaning I can sit last wheel and still see what, say, Taylor at the front of the pack is doing. So I've not really got a lot of reason to drop the power or drop some power, go hard, unless I see them going hard. This was just one race. I'd be tempted to go right now, take 2 or 3 with me, but I've got to use my head as well as my legs. Front 6 now. Taylor's dropped. Went too hard too soon. Well, the good news is the legs are good, I think. It's hard to say because when we go easy, we're going really easy. So heart rate's very spiky. Unless there's any other really good sprinters here, hopefully that favours me. Oh, see Taylor coming back on. Not too worried at this point. didn't go well for me. I'll explain why in a sec. So, thought I would just sit with the group going up the hill, but too much of a gap opened, and I had to go harder and longer, harder for longer than I really wanted to. Use my power up to catch back on, while they all use their power ups to recover. Meaning right now, they're ready for the next climb, and I still need a couple of 100 meters. Good news is though, I've got the feather, which is going to help me in the next climb. So that might rescue me there. That's what I should have done first time. Arrow or draft. Fine. Let's go, Murph. Ah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know. Well, I've got next race. I will struggle. Oh my gosh. Oh. 6 out of 8. That is not great at all. Oh, oh my gosh. That was shocking from me. I just needed another lap and a half, another 4K, and I could have done all right. But that last time in particular, I didn't have another level to go to. Oh, that was a challenge, a real challenge. So, Downtown Dolphin, that course we just did, is my favourite. I love that one. Because there's no hiding, as it just proves. The idea of sort of sitting in and, just sort of hitting out the end. It's still a good strategy, still the right strategy for events like this, but just needed more. So I've got a London Classic now. It says 1 lap, and it also says 5.5 kilometers per lap, so it's actually 2 laps. 25 meters of timing per lap, but 70 meters overall. So I guess there's 20 meters in the lead-in. I just have to hope that those guys I'm racing against today try not to make or don't make the lead-in part of the race. Because I would struggle. So where am I? What have I got? Where's my race car events? I'm in the race now. Why is it not in my list? Let's close to your companion and start again. Into events. It's not showing me the event that I'm doing now, so never mind. Never mind. So how am I doing? So that's 13 and a bit K in the bag from that race. And the warm-up was 12 and a bit K, very casual. So I don't think that is up to me. A little bit of admin. Oh. So there's 115 meters of climbing in that first race, and 70 in this one, so a bit flatter. So I'm hoping a little bit more sort of, less spiky on the power. Because it was a repeated effort that did me there. although I welcome those kind of efforts when I'm training, oh gosh, I don't want to know right now. I'm going to have to sit this off because the temperature in this shed is only increasing. And I need to cool down, so sorry in advance if you're offended by my lips. I'll raise the camera a bit so you don't see them. Right, minute and a half. I'm just going to stretch my leg a little bit. So. So, chat going on with the guys. Just remember, we all are. A bit of positivity. Right. Oh, 5 seconds. Here we go. So I think some people have joined the race that weren't in the first one. This guy in front of me, Beanland. Well, the legs are stiffer. It's worse to stop. Got a bit of cramp in my left leg. Not a good sign. While these guys are sitting on then. I'm going to have to go long against these guys because they're not racing, and I don't think they did the first course, first stage, so they're going to be fresher than me. So recover a bit and then go. same point as that last race drop. Oh, quite uneventful now. Now it's just a game of chess. I think Div is just testing me. Ah, damn. I missed the finish board. I pressed enter just at the wrong time there. I missed the, what was it, 6th or 7th out of 10 or even 8. Top 10. Oh, that was rubbish. So, first race is at me. Second race, didn't have enough left to pull away, but had enough to at least sort of be smart about it and compete for the win. Well, not the win, sorry, but beat the group I was with. All right, let's have a look at Zwift's power and see what comes up. Let's change the screen share that we're going on to down there. We do window. No, we do a window. Right. Oh, bit of inception going on there. Zwift power. Let's have a little look. So the what's the date today? 28th, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no. Did I do the wrong race? I think I just did the wrong race, didn't I? I did the the bloody Rhino one and not the not the Aussie Crit Crusher. or no, yeah, I did the wrong one. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? So I did do 2 races tonight. However, I did not do part 1 and part 2 of the race I was supposed to do. I just did some random Rhino racing short crit, and then part 2 of the Aussie Crit Crusher. Dope. Yeah, earlier on I was on my lunch at work looking for crits for tonight, and I think I remember looking at the Rhino racing short crit, thinking that looks like fun. That's a nice intense burst, and I must have hit the plus on it, and then I must have seen the 2-part Crit Crusher series. And I bet if I watched this video back, I joined the Crit Crusher, and then when I was in the starting pen, I joined another race, which was probably the Rhino racing short crits. Damn. That said, though, someone else, or a couple of other riders must have done the same, because was it Hacken, or the guy in the red draft kit? He was also in that second race and the first race with me. So he must have made the same balls up that I made. Hasn't appeared in Zwift Power yet. Let's just check plain old Zwift. Why is it not plugging me in? Come on. There we go. So a little refresh. Probably being impatient here. Yeah, so the Rhino racing short crits. Appalling numbers from me. I'm logging down here because obviously my login details appear. So what screen am I sharing here? Yeah, I'm showing you a window, aren't I? So it doesn't matter where I move that to, it's going to share it. Log in like that. So you guys keep looking at this with power while I log in over on the screen of the car. Have a look. So, yeah, I did. I am so confused. It says I did Aussie Crit Crushers 2 of 2, which is good. No. So yeah, so I did Rhino Racing crits on Downtown Dolphin. Not 1 of 1 Aussie Crit Crusher. Sorry, 1 of 2 Aussie Crit Crusher. Damn. That's a bummer. Let's have a look at the leaderboard on this one though. I just realised you're still looking at let me just go through that again. So sorry, you were looking at Zwift Power, weren't you? Technical issues all over the place. And yeah, so what I was supposed to do was a 2-part race. I was supposed to do Aussie Crit Crushers 1 and 2, and instead I somehow entered Rhino Racing Short Crits B on Downtown Dolphin. Still, let's see how we got on with that one. I mean, all the posts I did on social earlier. All right, I did do 2 races tonight. albeit I think this one's a little bit longer than what's the one of two, the first of two races on the Crit Crusher was. So let me just turn this fan off 1 second. So I did Rhino Racing Short Crits B, Cat B, Downtown Dolphin. Yes, not bad. Okay, doesn't tell me how I placed, does it? Say love me. Let's go up to the next one. Oh, up, not down. Aussie Crit Crushers 2 of 2. Did you spot it? My mistake. Little mess up there. So yeah, it was 11k, 17 minutes. Have either of these? Well, the first one just come up. So the Rhino Racing Short Crits is up, but not the Crit Crushers race. Why? No one on YouTube is watching and would like to tell me how I view my placing on this one. That'd be great. No, it's just a screen grab. So who do I race with? Anyway, I'm rambling now. So that is one of the foibles, I guess, of live streaming. Is if, like me, you occasionally screw things up, then that's what happens. You do the wrong race, but you still fulfill your commitment on social media of doing a double race, 2 races in one night, which is what I did. Just gutted that I'm likely to get a DNF now in the second race in the 2 of 2 on the Aussie Crit Crushers, because I think to get a placement in that race I would have had to have completed the first race, the precursor race, which I've seen before with the Zwift tiny race. Like I think it's usually a 4 or sometimes even I think I'm right in saying a 6-part race, like 3 or 4 kilometers each, maybe even sometimes 6. But I did like races 4 or 5 and 6 before and got DNF in at least one of those or 2 of those or even all of them. And I was like, why not I get DNF? Not realizing that you need to complete in them all to get a placement in any of them. So that'll be a little smudge on my palmares on Zwift Power. But still, the effort's in the legs, the time in the saddle is in the ass. So it all counts towards training and towards my progress back to Cat A. Been streaming for 1 hour and 20 now. I think that's enough rambling, isn't it? Thanks very much for tuning in. If you have, and if you're watching this back, thank you for watching back as well. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow me on Instagram, that Berkshire Cyclist. I'm considering going over to TikTok as well, but it kind of doesn't sit right with me. But I say that having not really tried it or invested any time in it, so I might be entirely wrong. Yeah, thanks very much. Follow me on Instagram, that Berkshire Cyclist. I'm heading over to my clothing store, which is Just Ride. So look out for hijustride.com, hijustride.com. Some cool tees, hoodies, caps, socks, some cool stuff on there that's all branded up. It's awesome. I like it a lot. I've got a couple of tees now, really good quality. And I'm not just saying that because obviously it's my brand. It's genuinely legit stuff. I like it. I wear it. And yeah, be sure to subscribe and like and all that good stuff here on YouTube as well. I'll be doing another live Zwift race, I think, on probably Friday night now, because I am going to use tomorrow to do a little recovery ride or a little structured session, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do another race for a 3rd day in a row. Such is where I am at the moment in my fitness and form. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Good vibes. Peace. Bye-bye.